with Easy Bank Green, I think the interesting side on commercial is we're working with big property managers like JLL and others, and I think they're really smart the way that they operate. So they work with obviously their major property owners, and they do a review on each property to see what they can do to save energy. So that just one part of their service, and we work very closely with them. So if there's any, and it's using wherever you can use the government scheme, we're accredited under all the government scheme, carbon schemes. Wherever you can use that. So especially lighting, and to other extent, hot water, and HVAC, but then obviously looking at the solar potential of the roofs, and so we can analyse and we basically come back with returns. Anything under the government schemes, it's the return can be under 6 months. So just get it done.
Wow.
If you haven't got the most efficient lighting, get it. And if we can grab it under the scheme, where most of it's paid by us creating carbon credits, you get onto it. So we'd like to push. As I say, some of the bigger property managers are using it. I think it's a really good service for their property owners, and we'd be looking to wherever we can side up with those parties to go in, evaluate, come back with what the opportunities and the options and some paybacks, and then hopefully we can just roll those things out.
Yeah, beautiful. Does that scheme, I'd imagine, has an end date at some point? Do you so you're saying, I guess the call to action is to take action now, because it might not be around for a year or 2 years, or the changing government maybe pulls the scheme or whatever. So, whilst it's still there and available, you might as well use it.
Absolutely. And each year the value of the carbon credits reduce because you're getting closer to that to the end date. But also they once something's been through for some period of time, they then stop that activity and hopefully introduce some others. So a lot of the lighting stuff, high bays and things like that, which were just absolute Monties to be done, because you're saving a huge amount of energy by changing the big high bays to LED high bays. They're now out. They're saying, well, hang on, that's been going for too long now. So we think that's all the jobs pretty much have been done. And we still find them though. So, and it still makes total sense to change them, even without the scheme. Because they're massive power users. So you get it. It's the sooner you get in, and have a look and see whatever you can do, the better. Because if it's currently an activity, it won't be an activity forever. And then at least if we know the site too, if new activities come in, and they regularly each year they'll put a new activity in, then we can go back and say, actually, this new activity will work and will save you this amount if you're interested in doing that.
So current clients, you go back to them and say, hey, we can save you even more here and here based on the new government policy or scheme or whatever it is. And what do they expect? So if someone's listening to this, they're interested in at least wanting to explore what that saving could look like, or making that transition. What's the process? They get in touch via the website. What happens then?
Easiest is if they're just sending inquiries at email, or get up through the website. But usually we get through inquiries, or give us a call, and the phone number's there. And the main schemes are in New South Wales and Victoria. So there's other schemes, and there's national schemes. So for solar, it's mainly a national scheme. But specifically Victoria and New South Wales, they're great for commercial buildings.
So someone gives you a call, and then you call them back, and you go through. Is there an initial sort of consult period? Is it do you need some sort of bills or some paperwork, or what? Like what's that first meeting look like? And
the sooner we can get their electricity bill, because then we've got the details that we need, and as soon as we get eyesight as to what's currently in the building, then we're on our way. That's really all we need: an energy bill, and then if we can see it online, we can work pretty quick. But we'll have someone go out and then do an assessment, free assessment, of what we can do.
Yep, brilliant. Sounds good, mate.